Let's go. I hope everyone's ready. And we're gonna, yep, we're set to high definition. Lovely.
What will you find in the darkest reaches?
Who the fuck is that? What the fuck? Oh, that looks cool.
Come, step into my world of twisted illusion. Witness the birth of fear.
That's gonna be fun for ground degens and stuff. Yo. Sort of like Breach? What the fuck is that skill? And that one.
And if
Ooh.
lucky, you'll be rewarded with
hey, what?
power beyond all.
You fucking what?
A little madness.
Excuse me?
Your mind.
What the fuck was that? We're going back through this in a minute. What the fuck was that? Whoa. Hang on, is the Delirium thing, the little fucking weird portal, affecting the other content? It's inside shit. It was inside the Alva. Yo! That's
Hi, I'm
cool.
Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Touch the mirror of Delirium and your nightmares will manifest as reality.
Oh, there's a little Luke
Existing
icon
enemies
just
gain
here.
Terrifying abilities and new foes emerge from the mists.
Oh, when you fill it up.
Plunge deeper into the Delirium to seek deadlier terrors and even greater rewards.
Oh, shit.
Delirium affects all Path of Exile content to greatly increase its risk and return. Consume orbs of Delirium to put entire maps into a state of
Light
Delirium.
reward,
Each orb
divination
increases the
card,
intensity
map
and adds a new reward
items.
type. Combine splinters from these maps to reveal Delirium's mysterious endgame encounter.
Yes, an endgame thing.
Grow your passive skill tree by placing cluster jewels in its outermost sockets. Craft these jewels to improve their passives, add one of 280 new notables, or graft additional sockets and exclusive
Fucking how many? Excuse me? 280 new notables. Fuck off. Build creation's gonna be a cunt.
Experience Delirium on Friday the 13th of March.
What? What the fuck? 280 new notables? What? Do we even have 280 notables on the passive tree now? Okay, wait, hang on. All right, we're gonna go through this again because I'm gonna need to pause at a few places real quick.
What will you find in the
First of all, does this remind anyone of Cirrus?
darkest reaches of your mind?
Second,
Come, step
this is
into my
Breach. This is
world of
actually
twisted
Breach
illusion.
2.0, right?
Witness the birth of fear.
That's a new ability getting cast at us. This fucker's joking around. Or he's not joking around. Fucking that guy had animate weapon on. I've never seen them use animate weapon before. This is new. I don't know what the fuck that is. He's holding a wand, but it looks like a spell. I don't know what that is. It looks cool though.
There's beings and horrors beyond all reason.
Fucking Brutus stitched back together.
And if you're lucky,
That was the Brine King.
and if
That was leveling the Brine King. That wasn't even in a...
there's beings and horrors beyond all
I don't even think that was a map. Oh, he's affected by Delirium. Yo!
And if you're lucky,
Yo, they've made the bosses harder.
power beyond
Oh shit, I can roll the socket things. Okay.
madness may expand your mind.
Fucking, well, how many things? There were too many things there. Go back, show me what's going on. Holy crap. Holy crap, there's so many. Small passives also grant 2 attributes. Small passives also grant 10 maximum energy shield. Added 1 passive skill, expansive might. Added 1 jewel socket. Whoa. Grant +6 health. Flat health, nice. And flat regen, and another skill we don't know. Add 3 jewel socket passive skills. Add 1 small passive node which grants nothing. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be desperately grasping for points here. Do we get any extra points? Or are we just... Like, most of my builds are starved for points already. This is gonna... Okay. Scion Pog. Yeah, maybe we'll be making Scions. Damn. Oh, there are extra shit in the breaches and everything. Right, okay.
So come, Exile, and experience my fight.
That's a cool MTX set. I haven't seen that before.
Delirium.
Okay. What's next? Video trailer, main trailer announcement page. Okay, let's put our little... There, some little... Ziggies. Should we watch Ziggies next? Alright, let's do that first.
G'day, Ziggy D here, and welcome to my reveal of the...
Shh. Louder. Louder. They're not. They'll just... Scion might be Pog.
Next Path of Exile expansion, Delirium.
Come, step into my world of twisted illusion. Witness the birth of fear.
Through the mirror of Delirium, we see a reflection of our own world, shrouded in insanity. For those with the fortitude to cross through the looking glass, great challenge and rewards await. In Delirium, players will cross the threshold and enter the Delirium state. Through this new perspective, we see a Rayclass shrouded in fog. Within this fog dwells both new horrors and twisted versions of old ones. The further we travel from the mirror of Delirium, the thicker the fog becomes, and the more dangerous its trials. The fog of Delirium can even alter bosses well known to us, changing their forms and powers. New powerful bosses can also lurk deep within the fog to challenge players in this new mental state. Each Delirium encounter modifies existing monsters and bosses and adds new monsters to each zone. As we explore deeper into the fog and defeat more of the monsters within, the greater our reward becomes. In addition to the regular loot from our encounters, Delirium will also track the amount of destruction you have wrought while in the Delirium state, and deliver increasing rewards. The type of reward will be visible from the outset, so for a reward of currency, uniques, or other desirable bounties, you can risk pushing the limits for multiple rewards. The more you kill, the greater the bounty, and it'll be possible to earn multiple of the specified drops from a single Delirium if you push deep enough into the fog.
I guess I'm gonna want to head
Delirium can affect every encounter in the game, including story bosses and endgame maps. In most cases, the Mirror of Delirium will be near the beginning of the map, so that we can progress the Delirium state as we progress through the map. If things have gotten too out of hand, players can retreat and let the fog dissipate to return to normality. Speaking with Chris Wilson, managing director of Grinding Gear Games, Delirium was inspired by crowd favorite Breach, but it aims to greatly improve the concept by giving greater control over increasing risk versus reward and better integration with the base game and previous League mechanics. Delirium will modify and interact with existing League mechanics such as Breach, Incursion, and Betrayal, making them far more dangerous and rewarding. In addition to the regular Mirror of Delirium encounters,
So, modifies the map with layers of Delirium. Map item reward type, currency item reward type, unique item reward type, armors and
players
weapons.
will also be able to create Delirium maps using Orbs of Delirium. These maps will contain a uniform amount of the Delirium fog throughout the entire map. Adding more Orbs of Delirium will create thicker fog and a map that is much more difficult than normal, while increasing the Delirium rewards. Each orb has a specific reward type that players will be able to stack up and earn upon successfully killing enough monsters within the map. Additionally, Delirium maps can drop splinters which can be combined to create a simulacrum. The challenge the simulacrum will contain and the story and creature behind the Delirium is being kept a secret for now. Back to the topic of rewards, Delirium is a league designed to push boundaries, including the boundaries of the passive skill tree. In what is reported to be the biggest change to the skill tree since Ascendancies, Delirium will add cluster jewels which can be socketed to expand the passive skill tree. These jewels dynamically expand the skill tree, adding new clusters, notables, and keystones.
While stationary, gain 10% area every second up to 50%. Oh my god, poor local identity. Poor local identity. Yikes.
For players to further customize and create new builds with. Most of these jewels drop with specific unchangeable enchantments and are craftable.
+2 maximum res and regen?
The crafted modifiers alongside of the enchantment will determine what the passives and notables will offer. Here we have a small cluster jewel with a notable cluster of 3 points. The crafted modifier on this jewel adds a notable, Molten mark, and this can be changed through crafting. This next medium cluster jewel adds 5 new passives and has crafted modifiers adding life and chaos resistance to the minor nodes, and a blessed rebirth notable. Note that it also has a modifier granting an extra socket which you can expand with another cluster jewel of a smaller size. And here we see a large cluster jewel with a socket and 2 notables. It's possible by
Enemies killed by your attacks have a 15% chance to explode, dealing 1/10 of their maximum life as physical damage. Leech and leech rate with generic attack leech rather than physical attack leech, which is very pog.
By using large, medium, and small cluster jewels to chain 3 jewels deep into this new skill tree expansion. And this can be done from any socket in the outer areas of the skill tree. With the fact that these are craftable, these new cluster jewels will offer insane new levels of customization and build creation. Chris Wilson explained that the idea here was to allow players to create and customize builds that were much more experimental in nature. While these will be much easier to trade with other players than the highly obscure Legion jewels, it still presents a build creation experience that'll be much more unique player to player than copying build plans from the preset and static skill tree. In addition to the craftable jewels, there will also be unique craftable jewelry.
Go back.
Preset and static skill tree.
Gain 2 grasping vines each second while stationary. 2% chance to deal double damage per grasping vine and 1% less damage taken, up to 10. Yo!
In addition to the craftable jewels, there will
Hollow Palm. You count as dual wielding while you are unencumbered. 40% more attack speed while you are unencumbered. Adds 14 to 20 attack physical per 10 dex while you are unencumbered. You are unencumbered while you have no equipped glove, main hand, or offhand item. You fucking what? You fucking what? That's a lot of flat fizz. That's a lot of flat fizz. Might not be enough though.
will also be unique
It's also
jewels that add
60%
new
more as of now.
keystones,
Oh,
such as Hollow
shit.
Palm Technique. This keystone allows for a new monk-style build that uses neither weapons nor glove slots. Another unique jewel here allows a large cluster with 3 jewel sockets, so that you can chain up.
Cyclone can be used unarmed. Are we just cyclone fists now? Do we just swing around punching things? Is that with no gloves on? Just
to 3 more medium cluster jewels from it if you want to go really crazy with expanding the passive tree. Finally, for the min-maxers, there will also be a new corrupted jewel that can be placed anywhere called Split Personality.
This jewel socket has 20% increased effect per allocated passive skill between it and your class's started location. Yo!
This unique jewel will have different bonuses that scale with the distance from the player's class starting point. You can even use this with the new cluster jewels to further extend the distance that it's placed. Alongside of Legion jewels, these highly customizable cluster jewels from Delirium aim to give players the opportunity to create truly unique build ideas. Now, in addition to all of these jewels, there will be other new uniques available in Delirium. 4 of these will be...
You can have 2 banners at the same time and a bunch of effect. That's cool.
Part of a cosmetic armor set based upon the storied antagonist. Perfidy, for example, is a unique body armor that allows you to carry 2 banners with enhancements for their use. Alga Mortis, on the other hand, is a pair of gloves that provides an independent method of applying the Lightning Ailment Sap, which lowers enemies' damage by 20%. As you can see, this set of items is not necessarily designed to be used together, but they can be skin transferred as a complete cosmetic set for those wishing to play Delirious dress-ups. Now, alongside Delirium League, the core game is also receiving some major improvements. The new Conquerors of the Atlas endgame is getting a much-needed update to make Conqueror spawns deterministic rather than random.
Yes!
Each map you complete will check a box on the left of the Atlas screen, which now shows exactly how many maps you have to complete in that region to spawn your next Conqueror fight. There will also be a new 3-to-1 vendor recipe to trade up sextants. Additionally, last expansion Vile side areas were added to endgame maps, but their challenge and rewards were vastly out of sync with the rest of the game. Vile side areas and maps will now always spawn as rare with lots of modifiers, and bosses have also been buffed. Additional rewards have also been added to the encounters. The Temple of Atsuatl is also receiving some much needed love, making it more dense and rewarding, with a suite of improvements to specific room rewards. Now, last expansion's Metamorph League was a hit, and as such has been added to the core game as content you encounter randomly, alongside of some deterministic ways of encountering Metamorphs with enhanced rewards.
What the fuck are those? Everyone saw them, right?
With a suite of improvements to specific room rewards. Now, last expansion's Metamorph League was a hit, and as
what the fuck are these things? What the fuck are they?
such has been added to the core game as content you'll encounter randomly, alongside of some deterministic ways of encountering Metamorphs with enhanced rewards. And of course, what is a new expansion without new skills to play? Most recent expansions have gone with a themed approach, restricting new skill designs to specific archetypes. However, Delirium is a bit different. GGG allowed the skill designers an unfettered opportunity to design whatever skills they wanted to see in the game, and they created 4 new skills and 3 new support gems. An example of what happens when you give the designers free reign is Blade Blast. All Blade skills, Blade Vortex, Blade Fall, and Ethereal Knives, now leave behind blades. This is important because Blade Blast is a skill which can allow you to detonate your blades. You can cast Blade Fall and then detonate the blade stuck in the ground, or you can cast both a Blade skill and Blade Blast in sequence with Cast on Crit or other similar mechanics. You can now also cast Animate Weapon on your blades, forever solving the debacle of how Animate Weapon works in encounters that don't have weapon drops. One of the skill designers wanted to make something really pretty, it seems, because the other skill I can reveal today is Kinetic Bolt, a mesmerizing new wand attack.
That's
this
so
new
cool
skill
looking.
creates forking bolts with solid interaction with the barrage support.
Fucking hell.
And now I'll close things off with a couple of my own opinions. Delirium looks to be a much more modern take on the concept of breach. It's still the idea of a radiating outwards circle, but it sounds like we'll have a lot more direct control over the challenge it presents as we push it further and further along through each map. That it actually interacts with regular monsters, bosses, and other League mechanics should make for some pretty spicy challenges, and it also should present some interesting risk-reward moments that we'll have to evaluate on the fly. Being able to see the reward that we'll get if we push into the fog harder should provide some solid motivation if we know that the reward is going to be good, and that if we take the risk, we can potentially earn multiple instances of that reward. I'm personally most excited, however, for the new jewels and build customization they'll offer.
Can we start now, please?
I started last league falling in love with the Legion jewels. I know I'm a little bit late to the party here, and I've been using them in almost all of my builds. But the Legion jewels do have some rather big problems with the obscurity of the seed-based system that they use. Being able to specifically craft jewels to create passive clusters is likely going to lengthen both the tail end of the crafting system in the league and also build creating opportunities. It'll be exciting to find out just how many options are available for each cluster type. There's apparently 280 new notables available. It'll also be very interesting to see just how much this will change the nature of build creation in Path of Exile. In some more good news, in my press interview that I had with Chris Wilson, he was happy to report that thanks to improved management of their Christmas break period and their expanding team, GGG was ahead of schedule on the development of this league, which is always good to hear and promises a solid league with a clean launch. The Delirium expansion is coming to PC on March 13th, with console releasing a week later. That's it for now. I'm Ziggy D, and thanks for watching.
I love Ziggy. Okay, that's fucking... How do they keep doing it? How do we deal with 280 new passives? What? How? How do we deal with notables? Sorry. How do we deal with 280 new notables? All right, let's have a quick look through this. What do we got? An explanation of what it is. A portal that, if that's not the 36 portal reward, they've made a fucking horrible mistake. Like, if that's not a portal I can get, someone needs to get fired. Defeat the nightmare. What do we got? Nothing cool on that screen. Some very cool looking mobs. Yeah, let's start some background. There we go. Damn, that's a fucked up looking mob. What's that purple arrow thing? That's my mouse. Plunge into the horror. As you travel deeper into the Delirium, you'll experience more numerous challenging enemies and greater rewards. Will you let greed and hubris draw you into the madness? Yes. Yes, I will. They absolutely will. This thing's cool. Don't know what the fuck that is, but it's cool. So this is how our rewards are shown to us. And it looks like you fill that bar up and it like adds another one times 5 times 6 times fucking 22 if you've got a headhunter on. Which I guess we're going after a headhunter this league. This looks like a pretty good headhunter league. Not gonna lie. What's that? What is that? Anyone seen that before? Oh, that's punishment? Right, okay. Never mind. Because, yeah, often I've used punishment. ED Contagion. Definitely. That must be the new attack. The new wand attack. That looked pretty cool. Orbs of Delirium. Up to 5 can be applied to a map, so all of them. And we've got currency, unique, essences. Good. Fuck off with the essence thing. Map and fossils. Up to 5 can be placed. Okay. Currency and fossils. So they're placed as implicits on maps. That's cool. Then we're getting this, which we know nothing about other than it's an endgame fight. Which is good, because we've been missing those. Expanding our passive tree. We know about these. These are going to be super fun to play with. Those are going to be super fun to play with. This is super interesting. Gets rid of all RNG based things, and I'm really hoping that at the same time they get rid of the if you run a lower tier map than what it is in the Atlas, that shouldn't work. That's what I want to happen, right? It looks like they've got different lengths too, so I imagine that as you get them higher, you have to do a little bit more. Like the first ones come really easy and then it gets a little harder and a little harder. That's cool. Demon Blade. Detonates blades that are left by ethereal knives, blade vortex, or blade fall. So I'm thinking like Woke Spell Cascade, ethereal, yeah. No, blade fall and detonate. Right? Like, that's what I'm thinking. Kinetic Bolt. Fire a projectile from your wand that bounces back and forth, forking with each bounce. Spell damage further empowers the wand attack. Oh, by default? Well, that's interesting. If spell damage further empowers the wand attack, then that means we can take the spell damage and the wand attack stuff that's all around here, not have to go on a super traveling thing, and then build our passive tree out from the corners with the extra things. That could be really cool. That could be really cool. Storm Bind. Place storm runes on the ground that spread out as you channel. You can then channel mana into your runes, upgrading and detonating them. Okay. We're slowly going crazy with power. Cool. I'm on board. Alright, so we saw these two. Add Disciple of Kataba. Every second, consume a nearby corpse to recover 5% life and mana. 10% more damage taken if you haven't consumed a corpse recently. Oh. Okay. Five fossils. And fuck off. Dying Sun. Okay. What's this? Yeah. Where did we see this? Show me the passive tree. Where did... Oh. Well, what the fuck is that? What is that? Oh, it would be very nice if it was a planner. That would be super nice. That'd be super, super nice. Alright, is that all we've got? And the Reddit mega thread. There it is. Boom. Do any of these, do we care about any of these? Like a built-in part of the building? That's what people are thinking. Alright. Alright, well. I'm pretty excited about that. We've got 13, so like 18 days or something like that? Is there a countdown? Where's the countdown? $16 days. All right. So we've got 16 days. Fuck me. How the hell am I gonna... Okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty excited about all of that. I guess we'll be seeing everybody in 16 days, right?